you down. We gonna come, we ain't playing, it's the last thing on our minds. Stop crime much if you really, really wanna stop crime. Be safe when you're home, be safe in the streets. It's a cold place and I'm really feeling the heat. I never wear gold cause someone's always peeping by the fence. Still crime much came and give TNT confidence. I had a dream in the dark, I had a dream in the spring. I had a dream like man knew that there's a jungle out there and the hunt is on. A jungle out there and the hunt is on. We gonna hunt you down, we gonna hunt you down.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Well, this is I.A.N, and as you can see here, and we are live. All those of you who are locked on online, a special good evening to you. All those of you who are looking at me from all over the world, a special good evening to you. Well, ladies and gentlemen, I know it was a long weekend, independence and whatnot. So we had about 6 murders over the weekend and other news. I know a lot of you have placed your attention on what's happening in Guyana. Well, it's still waiting for the for GCOM to send out the official result, send out the Election and Boundaries Commission, send out whatever, even the guy, Azruddin Mohammed, he made some inroads over the, during the election, some serious inroads. Remember APNU, the party, that was a coalition party formed in 2010, I believe, for the Friday 2011 election. There was a party with 3 other persons and 3 other parties, smaller parties, and they form a coalition. But he was able to make serious inroads, and we don't know, it looks like he might be the opposition leader. You never know. So we'll pay attention to what's happening in Guyana, and I'll be reporting to you. But nevertheless, terrible things happened over the weekend. A lot of you had your concerns about seeing certain persons out there, but we don't want to go there, seeing certain persons out there. But nevertheless, we're going to take a fast break, ladies and gentlemen, and all those of you who are locked on online and the entire Caribbean. And let me tell you something. Just, coming and reporting coming to Guyana and reporting the news in Guyana and reporting what's happening with elections and whatnot. I mean, that has really showcased Crime Watch to another level. That has showcased the I.A.N network to another level. Just another level. And so many things I have to tell you today, and I'm here to report everything to you. So we're going to take a fast break. Remember, WhatsApp me on 1-868-294-4081. Also, you can go to my website, ianalleyne.org. Report crime, no username, no password. You need to tell me what's going on. Also, ladies and gentlemen, remember, you can follow us on I.A.N Network on YouTube and I.A.N Network on Facebook. So if you have no television and you want to look at the show in the evening, or you missed Friday's show, you missed Thursday's show, you missed Tuesday's show, you can just go back to I.A.N Network. Just go to I.A.N Network. Just type it up on your phone, I.A.N Network on Facebook. Or let's just say you have YouTube, you're a YouTube fan, you listen to music and whatnot. You go right there. Let's take a fast break. Thank you.
The I.A.N Show will be right back.
To our loyal fans and growing audience, with just $1 you can support our operations and contribute to the work that we do. Contribute while you're watching. Send your contributions to our PayPal account at oneian.allen@gmail.com and our First Citizens account. SWIFT code provided for international transfers.
Rise to the occasion.
Looking to complete your home? Be sure to check out Ramesh & Sons Home Furnishing Limited. We offer modern and affordable furnishings for any household. We carry all major brands of refrigerators, stoves, washers, dryers, and more. Check out our Blaufund line of German stainless steel look of chest freezers. Remember, we also carry a wide range of stylish and cost-effective furniture in our very own Relax King brand. Visit our showroom at 99 Calcutta Road, Freeport for the best prices. Contact 232-5170. Ramesh & Sons Home Furnishing Limited. Fulfilling all your household needs.
Experience the charm of country living in Grand Couva. New development, freehold lots available at an unbelievable price of $115,000. Only 15 minutes drive from the highway. Start building right away. Call now, lots are selling out fast.
There's a powerful switch inside your body AMPK, it tells your system to burn fat, balance blood sugar, and boost energy. Berberine Plus activates AMPK naturally, supporting metabolism, weight management, and healthy insulin function. Available now at Pennywise and leading pharmacies nationwide. Berberine Plus, powered by AMPK, perfected by nature.
It's a massive back-to-school sale at Charon's Bookstore. Get all your primary, secondary, and tertiary education textbooks, stationery, and school uniforms located at Sawa, Tunapuna, 2 levels at Trinity Mall and number 10 Diego Martin Main Road.
Is your home ready for a stunning makeover? At Classic Tiles, our newest arrivals are here, featuring breathtaking tiles and SPC flooring that turn ordinary spaces into extraordinary places. From sleek modern designs to timeless classics, we have the quality and variety of tiles to fit every style and budget. Plus, find all your tools, kitchen and bathroom accessories, everything you need, under one roof. But don't wait. These exclusive new collections are moving fast. Visit Classic Tiles showroom today.
Welcome back to the I.A.N Show.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, we are back, and remember, look at your ads. All those of you who want to get your ads on Crime Watch, you can call our advertising department or just send me a link or call the advertising department. Let me tell you what's happening. All right, so ladies and gentlemen, a total of 6 murders were recorded in the country between Friday and Tuesday. 6 murders, you know, but I thought it was SOE. I thought that we had SOE and we had it under a lock. Nevertheless, and I can tell you this, you know, I saw that the minister said that he wants persons who have experience in crime and who can really deal with crime to come and work with him and blah, 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 blah. Let me tell you something. I just watching. Believe me, I just watching. And you know, that is my stance. I'm just watching. I just looking on. I'm just looking on. At the end of the day, ladies and gentlemen, I'm for the people. Full stop. I am for the people. Ladies and gentlemen, a total of 6 murders were recorded in the country. I'm going to start with Tuesday, which is today, the 2nd. A man identified. So I'm going to take you. I'm going to start from today and take you right back. A man identified as 36-year-old Akeniton Blackford died after he was shot along a truck at Moraldo Trace, Santa Cruz, around 7 a.m. on Tuesday, September the 2nd. He was taken to Montauk, where he was pronounced dead. So I'm just letting you know that. A man identified, Akeniton Blackford. You know, in 2020, when I'm looking at this article here, and that's why I tell you I'm commissioner for the ground. In 2021, his brother, Jessie Blackford, was gone down, you know, in 2021. In that same area there. I believe I covered that story. I think I covered that story. I wonder if I covered that story. But his brother was gone down in the same trace, you know. Yeah, in the same trace. So now you're seeing that he was shot this morning, Akeniton Blackford. But his brother died was shot in 2021 in that same area. So I just want you to have a history, If you have any information, you can go to ianalleyne.org, no username, no password. Also on yesterday, 42-year-old Teejay Joyce, also known as Rasooul, was found shot to death along a track off Deniss Avenue, Plantation Road. I wonder if that Deniss Avenue, Plantation Road is in Tobago. Valencia. Well, I didn't get time to already put in the Valencia here, but it's a 42-year-old Teejay Joyce, also known as Rasooul, was found shot to death along a track off Deniss Avenue, Plantation Road, Valencia, around 11 p.m. on Monday, September the 1st. So there's a little video right now you're seeing. It's just a cover of the area, and that's it. So we continue. So now you know about 2 murders. You know about the Santa Cruz today, Tuesday, the 2nd. And yesterday, Independence Day, you know about Rasooul, Teejay Joyce of Plantation Road, Valencia. He was shot. So that's his second murder. So I have to tell you about 4 now. So I'm taking you back to Sunday now. Sunday, killed with his own gun. That's what happened. A Malabar taxi driver was shot dead hours after waving a gun in Savannah while intoxicated, making threats just making threats. So he was killed with his own gun. A 32-year-old taxi driver was shot dead in Malabar on Sunday night in what police believe was a revenge attack. The deceased has been identified as Devanand Dwarka of Arjun Avenue, Malabar. Around 10:26 on Sunday, August the 31st, officers assigned to Pinto Police Post respond to a report from the Malabar Police Post about a man lying motionless in the savannah at the corner of Gardenia, Croton and Croton Street, Malabar. When they arrived, bystanders told police they had heard several loud explosions. About 45 minutes later, directed them to the savannah. Officer later found Dwarka body lying on his back with gunshot wounds to the right side of his torso and head. So he was brandishing a gun. And maybe somebody took the gun and shot him multiple times. Because he had multiple, he didn't shoot himself because initially person said well, maybe he was brandishing the gun and he shot himself. No, he did not. When the police arrived, in fact, persons from around there heard several loud explosions and about 45 minutes. But they said he was shot once, but nevertheless they heard. So I'm just showing you. And also a black side bag and a firearm resembling a revolver were discovered near his body. Crime scene investigators processed his scene and recovered the weapon, which contained 3 spent 9mm shell casing. So how could a man shot himself 3 times? Because they had 3 spent 9mm casing, 2 live 9mm rounds and one live .380 along with 1 other spent shell nearby. The district medical officer pronounced him dead at the scene and the body was removed pending a post-mortem. Inquiries revealed that earlier in the evening, Dwarka had been lying in the area, allegedly brandishing a firearm and making threats while apparently being intoxicated. So you see, don't play a ranking, don't play, and in fact, he was in company of 2 other individuals when gunshots rang out. Dwarka's weapon was taken by an irate resident who then shot him and left the gun near his... You heard what I just said? Apparently it was taken by a resident. This is what I heard. It was taken by a resident who then shot him and left the gun near his body. So if you have information about that resident, get in contact with me on 1-868-294-4081. I'm showing you the video right now. Right, I have like a 2 minutes video just to show you. And so you're seeing what's going on there right now. So we're going to take a fast break. When we come back, we'll continue.
The I.A.N Show will be right back.
We're playing Savings Louder with extra foods plenty for 20. Cold Cold soft drinks 10 for $20. Maggie Super Dub 4 packs for $20. Imperial Margarine 3 for $20. Happy Chow Mein Noodles 4 packs for $20. Quavers Carrots 3 packs for $20. Swiss Barbecue Sauce 2 packs for $20. Pringles Snack Pack 4 for $20. Coca-Cola cans 5 for $20. And so much more. We're smashing savings for 6. And check out all our specials on social media and WhatsApp. Extra foods. Always extra for less.
Wake up to ocean views and beautiful, peaceful Cedrus. Lots available at an unbelievable price of $85,000. You can build right away and live the dream, but hurry, only a few left. Call now to claim yours today.
Thinking of giving your home that modern finish? Then visit ABC Bar Doors and Windows. We are the largest supplier of hardwood finishing goods. Get kitchen and pool tiles, faucets, doors, windows, sinks, and so much more. Come in or give us a call. ABC Bar Doors and Windows, always a better choice.
Have I.A.N live and in person at your business and showcase your product and services to over 100 million viewers across the I.A.N network. This is your chance to let millions know about your company or services. Book your live from 30 minutes or more and watch your business be transformed with I.A.N Live. To book your live, contact I.A.N at 225-4327 or call our offices at 225-3250 or 389-7018. Don't miss this opportunity. Call and book today.
Discover top quality, brand new and roll-off vehicles at Euro Japan Motors, dealer in Toyota, Nissan, Honda, and more. Shop online and we will deliver and service at your door. We offer a variety of automotive services. Euro Japan Motors, a service beyond your expectations.
Variety Supplies is at it again, bringing you exciting new arrivals every month. Cook up delicious meals with our top quality pots and covers, ranging from 8 to 26 inches. Get towers, stainless steel bowls in all sizes, elegant serving trays and platters, food warmer pans, strainers, and more. Check out our firecrackers, standing and tabletop stoves. Everything you need all in one place. Denny at 99 Gorba Road, Faizabad. Hundreds of unique items you won't find anywhere else.
It's back to school savings time at Pasar the Food King. Creamery ice cream 1 gallon, 2 for $90. Nestlé Top Ramen chicken 3 ounces, 5 packs, now $20. Fresh Harvest peas and carrots 425 grams, 3 for $20. Creamery yogurt 120 ml, 4 for $20. Bananas only $5.99 per pound. Cookmate oats 226 grams, 4 for $20. Gala apples snack 10 for $20. Nestlé green butterfly milk 250 ml, 3 for $20. Mellow chicken nuggets 340 grams, just $17.99. Kraft mac and cheese dinner 5.5 ounce, 2 for $20. Joe Sing's noodle broad and fine 200 grams, 5 for $20. Caribbean parboiled rice 400 grams, 6 for $20. Brunswick tuna flakes 142 grams, 3 for $20. Santa Rosa chicken Vienna sausage 141 grams, 4 for $20. Sale ends September 8th or while stocks last.
To our loyal fans and growing audience, with just $1 you can support our operations and contribute to the work that we do. Contribute while you're watching. Send your contributions to our PayPal account at oneian.allen@gmail.com and our First Citizens account. Swift code provided for international transfers.
Welcome back to the I.A.N Show.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is Saturday now, so you heard about Tuesday, you heard about Monday, you heard about Sunday, and now I'm taking you to, remember we had 6 murders from Friday to Tuesday, yeah? So now you're going to know about the 4th murder on Saturday. Cokes, shot dead, dumped off roadway, missing Valencia pensioner found murdered while still missing. The body of a 70-year-old man, Valencia man who reported missing on Saturday, has been found along Kumak. The deceased has been identified as Gilbert Elias, also known as Cokes of Dunn Avenue, Valencia. Police said Elias was last seen around 6 p.m. on Saturday, August the 30th, when he left home in his green Honda Vezel, registration Teejay 2858, saying he was going to repair a washing machine. He had never returned. Welty reported him missing later that night, and witnesses told investigators they saw the Vezel being driven at high speed by a masked man with Elias sitting in the front passenger seat. Hours later, his cell phone was found discarded along the Kumak Road on Saturday morning, August the 31st. So on Sunday morning, August the 31st, officers responded to report discovered, and they discovered Elias' body lying in bushes about 10 feet off Kumak Road. He had a small wound above his right eye and was clad in a plaid shirt and short pants. Wow, the district medical officer pronounced him dead at the scene and his body was removed. This is something else, yes? Now, before we go further, I have a short interview with a relative from Elias, from Gilbert Elias, the deceased. Okay?
Saturday evening, he left home around 6 o'clock. He said he had to go up the road by a neighbor to repair a washing machine. He went there Friday and fixed it, and they called him and asked him to come back to fix it, because I know he had to go and fix it because he went up there calling the people and they weren't there. So he came home and he left to go. So I didn't see when he was leaving, but he told me he was going previously. After that, I was calling his phone, I wasn't getting him, and he was taking very long to come back. So I was calling him, and I wasn't getting him. Then a neighbor called and told me that he saw the car speeding out of Clarence Trace with a masked man in the driver's seat, and he was on the passenger side. After which I keep calling the phone, and somebody answered the phone and said they found the phone up by Kumak Road. I talked to the person and I asked them if I could get back the phone, and they said yes. I told them I'll meet them on Clarence Trace Corner, and we met there. I took the phone from the person, and then I called the police. After I called the police called me back, and I went to the junction to make a report. After I made the report, the police accompanied me. They went by the house where he fixed the washing machine, and they spoke to them, and they said he came there and then he left, and they didn't see any masked man in the car. As a more kind of burgundy wall there. Yeah, so they said he came there and he told them he will come in the morning, and they said they didn't see anybody else in the car. After that, the police dropped me home, and they went and searched Kumak Road, and they came back down by me and told me they didn't see anything. After which, the morning, when I came outside, I saw a blade, a very sharp blade, and one side was smooth, the next side was jagged, and it was right where the car was, together with one side of his slipper.
Which part of the car was it? The same person?
Right here.
Right there?
Yeah, the car was parked here at home. So I found the cutlass on the one side of his slipper right there. So I called the police, and they came and they took a bag and they put it in and they went with it. Then about lunchtime, they called me and told me to come in the station to identify a body that they found. So I came to the station, and they said they was waiting, and I spoke to the person in charge of the police, which he was on the scene of the crime. When I was speaking to him, I told him that I would like to come there, but they didn't want to carry me up there. So they said somebody was home by me, which is his brother-in-law, and I told him to come and pick me up because he had a van. So he came and he picked me up, and we went to the scene of the crime, and I identified his body, and they dropped me back home. I believe that they wanted to take the car, and he knew who it was, so that's why they killed him. That is why I feel. And it's people who right or wrong here. We spent the whole day together, and he was jovial, laughing. He took up a top and hit me and all before he left. One of my jersey, he picked it up and hit me because he said I like to talk too much. Yeah. Vezel X Green. Teejay 2858.
So, well, you heard what they had to say, and we're going to take a fast break. When we come back, in fact, I'm not going to take a break as yet. I'm going to continue. A man was found shot to death on a mattress at a Sandy Grande home early Saturday morning. The deceased has been identified as 50-year-old James Paul of Keso, Narayan Road, Foster, Road, Sandy Grande. Around 4:15 a.m. on Saturday, 30th of August, residents heard several loud explosions emanating from Paul's home and contacted the police. On arrival, the officers found Paul's body lying on a mattress in the living room with gunshot wounds about his body. The district medical officer was summoned to the scene, viewed Paul's body and declared him dead. Investigators found nine spent 9mm shells at the scene. Officers of Region 2 Homicide Bureau are continuing the inquiries. Okay? Remember, he was found on, in fact, loud songs emanating from his Foster Road, Sandy Grande home. Okay? So we're going to take a fast break. When we come back, we'll continue.
The I.A.N Show will be right back.
Dear viewers, be reminded that we go live on multiple platforms. If our YouTube is down, you have other options. You can view us live on Facebook on the Ian Allen Network or live from our website at ianalleyne.org.
Welcome to eFix Investments Limited, your one-stop destination for all your home essentials. Transform your bathroom with our exquisite range of showers, enclosures, luxury bathtubs, modern toilets, faucets, ceramic sinks, and vanities. Enhance your kitchen with our stainless steel sinks. Our extensive selection includes bath, kitchen accessories, as well as security doors. Visit our showroom today at Southern Main Road, Homeland Gardens, Cunupia, and let your dream home become a reality. Call us at 665-2282 or 671-2282. eFix Investments Limited, your home, your style, our passion.
To our loyal fans and growing audience, with just $1 you can support our operations and contribute to the work that we do. Contribute while you're watching. Send your contributions to our PayPal account at oneian.allen@gmail.com and our First Citizens account. Swift code provided for international transfers.
We're playing Savings Louder with extra fruits plenty for 20. Cocoa soft drinks 10 for $20. Maggie Super Dub 4 packs for $20. Imperial Margarine 3 for $20. Happy Chow Mein Noodles 4 packs for $20. Quavers Carrots 3 packs for $20. Swiss Barbecue Sauce 2 packs for $20. Pringles Snack Pack 4 for $20. Coca-Cola cans 5 for $20. And so much more. We're smashing savings for 6. And check out all our specials on social media and WhatsApp. Extra Foods. Always extra for less.
Looking for quality gate motors and garage doors? Call Expert Gating Systems Limited. We specialize in the installation of automated gates, garage doors, roller shutters, and barriers for your home and business. Leave it to the experts. Call now for a free site visit.
Welcome to I.A.N Hotel at Georgetown, Guyana, where business and leisure meet comfort. Our 138 smartly designed rooms offer fast Wi-Fi and a secure, private space perfect for work or relaxation. Dine at our Mosaic restaurant, where 2 international chefs craft global dishes with bold local flavors. On Fridays and Saturdays, enjoy breathtaking views at the Horizon rooftop with your favorite wine or cocktail. I.A.N Hotel at Georgetown, for travelers who value comfort, convenience, and connection. Check out our website to view room availability and make your booking today.
Welcome back to the I.A.N Show.
Ladies and gentlemen, chased and fatally shot in supermarket at around, so now you know about the murders, huh? Saturday was at around 1:15 p.m. on Saturday, August 30th. A 22-year-old man was gunned down in Londonville in full view of the public. The deceased has been identified as Nickel Anderson Lucas. Reports indicate that Lucas was lying in front of Pack Supermarket along the Londonville Main Road when a silver Nissan Ringwood pulled up. The front seat passenger of the vehicle, armed with a firearm, exited and opened fire on Lucas. In an attempt to escape, Lucas ran inside the supermarket, but the gunman chased him and continued firing multiple shots. Lucas collapsed to the ground where he succumbed to his injuries. The suspect then fled the scene in a waiting vehicle which headed west along the roadway. Police are continuing the investigation on the fatal shooting. So I'm just showing you a pic and the video. Okay, so but let me tell you about a 22-year-old man charged for kidnap, businessman murder. I have to tell you this also because I want to stay on the rundown. All right, a 22-year-old man charged with kidnap businessman. The accused, identified as Tyreek Strong of Wallerfield, was arrested in connection with businessman Kerry Von Adams' murder on August 18 and was formally charged with the offense when he appeared before a magistrate on last Wednesday on the 27th. On Saturday, 5th of July, Von Adams, the 5th of July, 2025. You see why I like to give you these stories and as it happens and history also. Von Adams reportedly left his home around 11 p.m. in his grey Kia Sportage SUV, registration PDU 6433 to Lime at a bar in Arima. Approximately 2 hours later, Adams made a distressing call to a female relative, urgently requesting $15,000. Concerned by his tone, she attempted to return the call, but an unknown man answered and instructed her to call again when she had the cash. The woman who had been liming in Port of Spain went home, retrieved the money. She went home and got $15,000, okay, and placed it in a white envelope. I believe I spoke to them, I wonder. I think I was supposed to, but it didn't materialize. Nobody wanted to talk. The man contacted him, and he gave her a direction to a known location. While remained on the course, she was guided to a long Cockridge Road, asked to name landmark. As she passed, eventually she was instructed to drop the envelope somewhere between Gill Avenue and Davis Avenue, Tompuna Road, on the eastern side of the street. After completing the job, the woman was told she could pick up Kerry at the Arima Boys RC. However, upon arrival, he was not there. Multiple attempts to contact him afterwards went unanswered. Adams, who resides at Piaco Old Road, Red Hill, Dabney, had not been seen or heard from since the ransom exchange. His disappearance triggered a search by officers from the anti-kidnapping unit. On Monday, July the 7th, the body believed to be that of Adams was found with gunshot wounds to the head in a remote area at the heights of Guanapo, Arima. I wonder if that is. I went in that right. We were there. So I'm just gonna pull back a little clip, and that's it. There's a house here. This is leading to somebody's home here, as you can see. But it is way up behind the person's house, going up inside the bushes there. That is where the body was abandoned. So this is the heights of Guanapo. This is the road, and this is where the guy, he was taken inside this road here. As you can see, police are still on the scene there. The video I showed you earlier on, the body was being removed by the undertakers. It was being transported to forensic and whatnot. And also, I just had to tell you about the Cunupia brothers. Remember, we played a big role in this. You need to remember that. We played a very, very big role in this. Why? Because we played a very, very big role, because initially when this happened, nobody knew the identity of the men. This connection with the prison officer, where his mother was shot and whatnot. Nobody knew the identity of the men. And I remember, I was seated right here, right across there, and I did a video call, and he explained everything to us. You can see it right there. But I just had to tell you, Cunupia brothers charged in death of prison officer's mother outside Source Doubles. Two brothers, Kevin and Jessie Boodoo of Cunupia, have been charged with manslaughter in the death of 65-year-old Susan St. Louis, who was fatally shot during a violent altercation outside Source Doubles in Warrenville, Cunupia. They were also charged with wounding St. Louis' son, a prison officer, and another relative. The Deputy Director of Public Prosecution South gave homicide detectives the green light to charge the brothers over the weekend. The brothers were arrested in Chaguanas on Tuesday, and then they were arrested quite the 6th. Yeah, but I mean, I know one of the brothers. He was a week earlier. In fact, a week earlier. Yeah, a week earlier. Sorry, it's in August. They surrendered in August, but a week earlier I was able to locate them. And I showed the face, and everybody was like, I know this one, I know that one. He was wanted in connection with the boy that went to buy the bread in 2010 or something like that. I remember that. Remember, I played a role in that also by getting his same brother. That is Jesse. That is Kevin here. Kevin was locked up for that murder, you know. And look again. You see? And again we played a role. And that's why I keep telling you, I'm the commissioner for the ground, whether who like it or who don't like it, whether the minister want to take it or whether you do, who like it or who don't like it. You have to face that fact. You have to understand people trust me, and people don't trust everybody. People trust me. People know when they give me information. So when they were charged for manslaughter, remember, and he spoke to us, and you know, I'll go back to that. Also, ladies and gentlemen, there's a fatal shooting I had to tell you about. Alright, a Venezuelan man was shot and killed by an off-duty police officer during an incident at a bar in Enterprise, Chaguanas early on Monday the 1st. So early Independence Day, an off-duty policeman shot a Venezuelan man. That is all we have. That is all we have. I'm showing you a picture of the deceased right now and the video.
The Ian Allen Show will be right back.
Blue water's posse identified. Somebody pass blue water. Somebody bring blue water. Somebody get blue water. And we ready now. When you feeling hard, take a blue water spray. Take a blue water spray. In the school or house, take a blue water spray. When we pass one out, take a blue water spray. Party posse water. Working posse water. School children they water. Blue water spray. The fitness posse water. The office posse water. When your posse need one, take a blue water spray.
Unbeatable deals, unbeatable experience. More savings, more smiles. Shop smart, save more at SNS. Quality you trust, prices you love. At SNS Supermarket, we make every trip rewarding. From unbeatable promotion to top-tier customer service, we bring you the best deals with an endless variety and effortless shopping.
Why wait to own land? Secure your lot. 3 minutes from the Rio Claro Junction, only $255,000. Pay just $25,000 down in 1917 monthly for 10 years. With private financing. No waiting, start building right away. Call and make it yours today.
Welcome back to the Ian Allen Show.
Also, as we continue, a planned ambush in Chamflair, and this was really sad. It ended in bloodshed early Saturday morning. Gunman shot dead, a medical doctor critically injured. So one man was shot dead. It was a planned ambush and a medical doctor. I tell you, every prominent doctor in the Caribbean and in Trinidad called me. I swear to God. Yeah. Called me. And they were so outraged and it was shameless. The woman was shot in her eyes, part of her brain. They had to take a frag. She lost her eyes, one of her eyes. Part of her brain, the fragment here to come out. Yeah? Just imagine that. Who's next? Who's next? And everybody just enjoying cricket, everybody just having fun, everybody laughing, everybody up and about, everybody. But at the end of the day, who really suffers? You don't have a detail. You have a detail by chance? You have a security detail by chance? No. SOE, but we had 600 plus murders last year. And you telling me, because everybody quiet, we have done well, but the killers are at large. And they will come back because that is in their DNA. It is in their DNA to kill people. We had 600 plus murders last year. How much we have already done for 2025? Let's be honest. Okay, we can boast about a reduction in crime because people just quiet. People just lying low. But a thief will always be a thief. A leopard, the spots of a leopard will never change. It will never change. A murderer is always a murderer. You understand? Planned ambush in Chamflair ended in a bloodshed. Early Saturday morning, gunman shot dead, a medical doctor critically injured. Adam Wheeler was identified as one of the suspects in an attempted hit on Dr. Dorothy Williams Chandler. Dr. Williams Chandler remains critical at hospital after she was shot about the body. She lost an eye during the brutal ambush at a gated community. The incident unfolded around 12 a.m. on August 30th, 2025 at the corner of Lindsay Drive and Daniel Drive off Mendes Drive, Chamflair. According to police report, Dr. Dorothy William Chandler was driving a grey Toyota RAV4 when her path was suddenly blocked by a white Nissan Wing Road. Nissan wagon. Two armed men dressed in dark clothes. And that's what they're doing. They're blocking it. What is this? Narcos? What is this? Colombia? They're blocking you. So what about it? They're blocking you. They're blocking you and they're dealing with you. They can come and block you too, you know. Businessman, you watching me, they will block you too. Eventually, they will block your children, they will block your daughter, they will block your mother, they will block your son. That's what they're doing. And yet we boasting about a reduction in crime. You know why everybody's quiet and not killing nobody? Because it's SOE and everybody lying low. But look at the persons who have been detained. Come on, it's 600 murders last year we had. Who's holding back the files on those murders? Who's holding back the files on those suspects? Who's holding back the files on those people who have gone missing? And hiding somewhere in Venezuela, hiding somewhere. Director, you know I want you to get back for me. Anyway, let me focus on this. I will tell you this. According to police report, Dr. Dorothy Williams Chandler was driving a grey Toyota RAV4 when her path was suddenly blocked by a white Nissan wagon. Two armed men dressed in dark clothing emerged and opened fire on her vehicle. An off-duty prison officer who was driving behind the victim told investigators he saw the attack and was also threatened when one of the gunmen pointed a firearm in his direction. Fearing for his life, the officer drew his license M&P pistol and firing several shots at the attacker. One suspect fled the scene while the other, identified as 36-year-old Adam Wheeler of St. Francois Valley Road, Belmont, was struck and collapsed on the roadway. He was later pronounced dead at the scene by district. So we have to check and see who hired them. During the exchange of gunfire, the medical doctor suffered gunshot injuries. She was rushed to Mount Hope Health Facility. The crime scene was processed by investigators who recovered a Taurus pistol with 11 rounds of 9mm ammunition, 19 spelled shells, 1 spelled projectile. Police are continuing the investigation while efforts are underway to locate the second suspect. Anybody who saw anything in that area, go to my website now for me, please. I want you to go to my website and I want you to send me the information. Send it to me, please. Send whatever information you might have. I'm just showing you a video of the scene and whatnot.
The I.A.N. Show will be right back.
Welcome to I.A.N Hotel at Georgetown, Guyana, where business and leisure meet comfort. Our 138 smartly designed rooms offer fast Wi-Fi and a secure, private space perfect for work or relaxation. Dine at our Mosaic restaurant, where 2 international chefs craft global dishes with bold local flavors. On Fridays and Saturdays, enjoy breathtaking views at the Horizon rooftop with your favorite wine or cocktail. I.A.N Hotel at Georgetown, for travelers who value comfort, convenience, and connection. Check out our website to view room availability and make your booking today.
We're playing Savings Louder with extra foods plenty for 20. Cocoa soft drinks 10 for $20. Maggie Super Dub 4 packs for $20. Imperial margarine 3 for $20. Happy Chow Mein noodles 4 packs for $20. Quavers carrots 3 packs for $20. Swiss barbecue sauce 2 packs for $20. Pringles snack pack 4 for $20. Coca-Cola cans 5 for $20. And so much more. We're smashing savings for 6. And check out all our specials on social media and WhatsApp. Extra foods, always extra for less.
Welcome back to the I.A.N Show.
Video PC Nicholas of the St. Joseph CID is probing the incident. Also important news as we continue. Deadly work site accident. Man impaled by steel after fall from ladder. A construction worker has died following tragic accident at a site along Abid Road, Felicity, Chaguanas on Saturday. The deceased has been identified as 14-year-old Jamaldin of Ashraf Road, Charleville. Showing you a pic of him. He was carrying out work on a ladder when he reported slip. He fell and was impaled on a piece of steel at the unfinished structure. Emergency health responders and police officers were called to the scene. Jamaldin was later pronounced dead. Does he live here? And you know, we have been seeing in the past, and I don't know, and OSHA should really get involved, where you see, I see people putting up roof, barefoot, no harness, no hat, and they might say, well, that's the only how I can work. No, don't play with your life. You have family home. Don't play with your life. But this is sad with respect to Jamaldin. Okay? As we continue, 2 killed after their vehicle was hit by a truck that never stopped on Saturday. And you saw the wreckage. 2 persons were killed and others injured in a crash along Uriah Butler Highway, Chaguanas, early on Saturday, 30th of August. The victim has been identified as 21-year-old Makrea Ramdin and Ernest Buju, nurse of El Socorro. Around 5:30 a.m., the black Honda Elantra, registration PDL 7222, driven by 29-year-old Ramel Vellarul of El Socorro, was proceeding south near the Mon Road flyover when it was struck by a truck. The impact caused Vellarul to lose control of the vehicle, which veered off the road, skidded into a bushy area and overturned near a drain. Nurse was found with head injuries, while Ramdin was discovered about 15 feet away in a drain with facial injuries. Both was pronounced dead at the scene by the district medical officer. Vellarul was taken to Mount Hope in critical condition. Another occupant identified as Sudesh Panduman also sought medical attention, but 2 died in that accident. So sad. Where's the cameras on the streets, on the street poles and whatnot? Is it working? Is it working or just a mama guy thing? Because the truck never stopped. So what they have to do now is the time that accident happened, go back to further down on the highway and see if you see a truck and see what's going on. That's all you have to do. It's easy. But then again, what about if the cameras on the highway just a mama guy thing? Tell me. What about if it's just a mama guy thing? I tell you, there's a lot of slackness going on and nobody paying attention, you know. But you see, it didn't happen to a politician family. It didn't happen to somebody who's influential, somebody who could take up a phone and call a government official. These are normal people who are looking for justice. If I can meet with the family, no problem. If I can meet with a survivor, no problem, relative, to tell me what exactly they saw, just before the impact and let me know what's happening. Also, ladies and gentlemen, as we continue, elderly woman killed in highway crash after car flips in Diego Martin. A 71-year-old woman is dead along following a fatal road traffic accident along the Diego Martin Highway Friday afternoon. The deceased has been identified as Josephine Joseph Passard of Corvine Road, Diego Martin, around 1:50 p.m. on August 29, 2025. Joseph Passard was a passenger in a silver Nissan Wing Road, proceeding south along the highway in the vicinity of Gopal Avenue when the driver reportedly lost control of the vehicle. Police said the car began swerving uncontrollably before spinning violently, flipping upside down and crashing into a barrier on the left side of the roadway. During the accident, Joseph Passard was thrown from the vehicle and landed on the roadway. She died instantly. Emergency health services responded and conveyed 2 of the occupants of the vehicle to hospital, where they were treated and later discharged. The vehicle sustained extensive damage. I'm showing you a pic and whatnot, and that's it. So we're going to take a fast break. When we come back, we'll continue.
The Ian Allen Show will be right back.
Step into the colors and flavors of India at the India in Style Expo, opening on August 16, opposite the Center of Excellence, Mokoya. Experience the magic of one of the largest Ganesha Murtis in the Caribbean with daily arati at 1 and 7 p.m. Dive into our Indian food festival featuring a delicious variety from crispy dosa to mouth-watering tandoori specialties. Plus, explore vibrant Indian clothing, elegant outfits for the entire family, perfect for every occasion. Open daily from 10 a.m. to 8 p.m. Join us for a joyful celebration of culture, cuisine, and tradition. India in Style Expo, opening on August 16, opposite the Center of Excellence in Mokoya. See you there.
Into Sensational Beauty Studio by Tina, your one-stop beauty destination. From micro shading and brow tinting to makeup, hair coloring, manicures, pedicures, and relaxing massages. Monday to Saturday, 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. Walk-ins and appointments welcome. Book today.
Get delicious meals and cold drinks at Double R Restaurant and Bar. Enjoy local cuisine daily and our Saturday Riverline menu. Fireside duck, cascadoo, goat head, lagoon rice, and more. Delivery available in the Chaguanas area. Call us today for more info.
Blue Water's posse identified! Somebody pass blue water. Somebody bring blue water. Somebody get blue water. And we ready now. When you're feeling hard, take up the water spray. Take up the water spray. In the school or house, take up the water spray. When people run out, take up the water spray. Party posse water. Working posse water. School children they water. The water spray. The fitness posse water. The office posse water. When your posse need one, take up the water spray.
We're playing Savings Louder with extra fruits plenty for 20. Cocoa soft drinks 10 for $20. Maggie Super Duck 4 packs for $20. Imperial Margarine 3 for $20. Happy Chow Mein Noodles 4 packs for $20. Quavers Carrots 3 packs for $20. Swiss Barbecue Sauce 2 packs for $20. Pringles Snack Pack 4 for $20. Coca-Cola cans 5 for $20. And so much more. We're smashing savings for 6. And check out all our specials on social media and WhatsApp. Extra foods. Always extra for less.
Welcome back to the Ian Allen Show.
Yeah. Following the fatal crashes, the Trinidad and Tobago Police Service appealed for caution on the nation's roadway. The TTPS said it intensified efforts to promote road safety during the state of emergency and Independence Weekend, with officers of the Port of Spain Division conducting Operation Safer City between 2 a.m. and 6 a.m. on Saturday, which includes street checks and roving patrol, resulted in 33 drivers breathalyzed with 6 found over the legal alcohol limit, 2 electronic fixed penalty notices issued, 10 vehicles and 14 persons stopped and searched. All right. What about the murders we had last year? 600 plus. We could do better than that and go, and we need to hunt down these people. I have played such an important role in this country when coming to crime that I could tell every one of them, whether minister, whether who. Anytime Once I have information, we will deal with it. And you know my track record. That's why I tell you, all I want, I don't want nothing. I tell somebody I don't want nothing. I just want a better country. I just want a safer country. It's sad when you look at that doctor woman that was shot in her eyes and her ambush, they did this. And that is the way, if they can't catch you in your office, if they can't catch you, they will wait and they will, on your way home, just before she reached home, they stopped in the path and they shot her multiple times. Her career is over. Her career is over. Her career is over. Over. That's over. That is so sad. Huh? That is so sad. I tell you, the amount of people called me about that incident concerning that Dr. Chandler that was shot. People from the Caribbean, people I've never spoken to. Yeah. Mr. Allen, what is that going on in Trinidad? Ian Allen, what is that in Trinidad? That is my colleague. I went to university with her. I met her here 2 years ago. I met her in some medical conference a couple of years ago. We know about her. We know about her. A very distinguished woman. What exactly is going on? Tell me. Also, ladies and gentlemen, in Tobago man found dead in decomposed state in Scarborough apartment on Sunday. The MO orders autopsy. Police in Tobago discovered the decomposing body of Junior Guy inside the Scarborough apartment on Sunday. Around 7 p.m., the relative went to check on Guy after his landlord reported not seeing him for several days. And noticed a foul stench coming from the apartment. The relative forced open the door and found Guy lying on the floor in a partially decomposed state. Officers of the Scarborough Police Station, along with crime scene investigators, visited the scene. A district medical officer confirmed his death and ordered the body removed to Scarborough mortuary for an autopsy. Guy. I wonder if he's related to Hilton Guy. Because I think Hilton Guy was at the Begonia, no? Okay, he's a guy, I don't know, but I wonder. Hilton Guy, the former commissioner. Yeah, I wonder. Also, ladies and gentlemen, human skull was found in a drain in St. Joseph on Thursday around 5:30 p.m. 2 construction workers were digging a trench along Narvin Trace off Elizabeth Gardens, Buena Vista Street, St. Joseph, when they unearthed what appeared to be a human skull. They immediately went to St. Joseph Police Station to make a report, and responding officer proceeded to the scene along with the DMO and viewed the remains and ordered it to be removed, pending further forensic analysis. Investigation are continuing. So I'm just walking out of my room here. This is a beautiful hotel at A.N, as you can see. It's a nice suite here. What's the name of the suite? I saw this. Also, ladies and gentlemen, Hanif hits the road. Former DAWSP director charged with sexual offense against boy now filed from the post. A Division of Health, Wellness and Social Protection has confirmed that it has severed its tie with former Director of Social Protection, who is now before the court on sexual allegation involving a boy. The division said the matter was addressed by swiftly as protocols allowed, with the Secretary of Health overseeing the process to ensure a prompt resolution. As a result, the individual identified as Hanif Benjamin was relieved of his duty. He was a former chairman of the Children Authority, and is on 170,000 bail in a statement. They acknowledged the widespread public concern and reaffirmed its zero tolerance stance. So I just want you to know that. Also, as we continue, Trini-born U.S. judge blocks Trump deportation order on unaccompanied children. A U.S. federal judge, Sparkle L. Suknanan, who was born in San Fernando, Trinidad and Tobago, has made headlines after overruling U.S. President Donald Trump in a deportation case on August 31st. Judge Suknanan of the U.S. District Court for the District of Columbia issued a temporary restraining order blocking the Trump administration from deporting 10 unaccompanied Guatemalan children ages 10 to 17 and potentially 100 more in federal custody. Order will remain in effect for 14 days after the National Immigration Law Center filed an emergency request. By law, unaccompanied minors arriving in the U.S. are placed in shelters run by Office of the Refugee Resettlement. They can be housed with family or foster care. The Trump administration sought to expedite deportation. A move Suknanan halted. Okay. Thank you. You know, I think I just heard the elevator. I wonder if my card is in the Okay, so we're gonna walk back. Right. Also, ladies and gentlemen, a man shot and robbed after boarding taxi. A 21-year-old Marabella man was shot and robbed after boarding what he thought was a taxi on Friday, 29th of August, 2025, around 8 p.m. The victim reportedly got into a white 80 wagon at Ropes Junction in Couva, which was already occupied by one man in the back seat and asked to be taken to West Bayshore, Marabella. Upon reaching Flower Pot Beach in Pointe-à-Pierre, the passenger pulled a gun and announced a robbery and relieved the victim of $2,000 chain before ordering him out of the vehicle. The suspect then shot him in the left chin before the car sped off. Just imagine that. You board a taxi and they shoot you. Crazy, yeah? And this is around 8 p.m., not 4 o'clock in the morning. This is by Rope Junction. Yeah, somewhere around there. Also, a Diego Martin man was shot while liming near Diego Martin bar on Saturday morning. Around 12:15 a.m., the 45-year-old victim was sitting outside a bar along Rich Plain Road when a white Nissan Tiida drove near him. The driver of the vehicle reportedly started cursing the patron before he pulled out a gun and fired a shot in the air. The victim, fearful for his life, ran. However, the armed suspect chased him and shot him in the right leg before fleeing. The injured man raised an alarm and was taken to the hospital by a friend. Western police visited the scene and found the spare 9 shell. We're going to take a fast break. When we come back, we'll continue.
The I.A.N Show will be right back.
The game is on. Join the All Fours tournament at Double R Restaurant and Bar every Wednesday. Compete for a first prize of $2,000. The action starts at 6 p.m.
Step into Sensational Beauty Studio by Tina, your one-stop beauty destination. From micro shading and brow tinting to makeup, hair coloring, manicures, pedicures, and relaxing massages. Monday to Saturday, 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. Walk-ins and appointments welcome. Book today.
It's a massive back-to-school sale at Charon's Bookstore. Get all your primary, secondary, and tertiary education textbooks, stationery, and school uniforms located at Sawa, Tunapuna, 2 levels at Trinity Mall and number 10 Diego Martin Main Road.
Welcome back to the I.A.N Show.
As we continue, I'm tired. A Nissan Tiida linked to a double shooting in a repo recovered on M2 Ring Road. I have to give you all the news, and you see, I'll tell you something. Ari Perro. I have to give you all the news, and you see, there's only one platform can give you this, all this what you're hearing here, all this. And that's why I tell you have to follow me on Facebook. You have to subscribe on YouTube, I.A.N Network. That's all you have to remember. I.A.N Network. On Facebook, I.A.N Network. On YouTube, you can download the app. You can look at us. All your programs are repeated on television, yeah? Every single one. Yeah, repeats. You can look back at the show anytime. You can share it. You understand? And Nissan Tiida linked to a double shooting in Ari Perro. Recovered on M2 Ring Road. Police have recovered a stolen white Nissan Tiida in a dirt track off the M2 Ring Road, which is believed to be being the vehicle used in shooting incident on Ari Perro on Friday, August the 29th, 2025. Around 12 p.m., 63-year-old Rasif Mohammed, the proprietor of Foul Play Poultry Shop, and 24-year-old laborer were in a black Hyundai Tucson near his business place along Farm Road when a white Nissan Tiida pulled up alongside them. The driver exited with a gun in hand and approached Mohammed's vehicle, firing several shots before fleeing. Both men sustained gunshot injuries and were taken to the San Fernando General Hospital. Muhammad underwent surgeries for gunshot wound to his chest, abdomen, arms, and were listed in the critical. That is the same car they found. Are you sure you didn't know about all this? Are you sure you didn't know about all this? Also, man lures woman with offer of ride, then allegedly rapes, leave her at guest house. La Joqueta police are investigating a report of a rape after a 25-year-old woman was allegedly assaulted in the early hours on Friday. According to report, around 1:10 a.m., the woman was walking along Cocorite Road, attempting to get a lift when a black Nissan X-Trail stopped. The driver, described as being of East Indian descent, was with short black hair, clean-shaven, with gold teeth, offered to take her to Arima. 1:10, she walked in the road, along Cocorite Road. Instead, he allegedly diverted to a guest house. While he was paying for a room, the victim tried to exit the vehicle but discovered the doors were locked. The suspect then allegedly took her to a room. That would be an easy case to solve because I'm sure it had cameras. When you're going to pay, you could see your face or whatever. I don't know these things around. But I'm sure that you could see, but you must be able to see something. The suspect allegedly took her to a room where he forced her to have sexual intercourse. After the incident, the man refused to please to be taken to Arima and left her at the hotel. Hey boy, the woman later walked to a bar where she got her sister to contact the La Joqueta police officers, including WPC Simon. Subsequently took the report and investigation is continuing. Also, ladies and gentlemen, as we continue, drunk driver slams into police SUV on bus route. 4 officers and prisoner injured. Several police officers and a prisoner were injured on Sunday night after a marked police vehicle overturned during a crash along the priority bus route in Aruca. The incident occurred around 9:58 p.m. near the junction of Dinsley Main Road and Railway Road. Police said a Toyota Land Cruiser registration PEH 7704 attached to ITF was traveling west along the priority bus route when with its strobe lights flashing when it collided with a Toyota Yaris Cross, registration PEJ 4204, which was proceeding north on a green light. The impact caused the police vehicle to flip several times before coming to rest upside down about 90 feet from the point of collision. The occupants of the Land Cruiser, 5 police officers and a prisoner identified as Mosiah Cornell of Matarita Village, Arima, were all injured and taken to Eric Williams Medical Science for treatment. Medical Science.
Crime Watch does not end at 7 p.m. It continues on all our platforms, Facebook, YouTube, and on our website. Download the I.A.N app today.
Medical Science Complex driver of the Yaris identified as Wesley Ivan Thomas of Bonner Gardens, Aruca, was taken to custody. Police confirmed he failed a breathalyzer test and was charged for driving under the influence. Just imagine slamming into a police vehicle, carrying a prisoner, officers inside. The crash drew a large police presence with senior officers including Minister of Homeland Security Alexander and Deputy Commissioner Suzette Martin. ASP Bard visited the scene. You see what's going on? It's terrible. It's just terrible. It's just terrible. Also, as we continue, I'm going to run off everything and I'm going to hold back on whatever videos I have to show to you. I'm going to hold it back. Santa Cruz man held in El Dorado KFC robbery. Suspect captured after police chase. Quick police response led to the arrest of a man following a robbery at KFC El Dorado on Monday morning. Monday gone, Independence. Around 8:15, officers of PC Lewis and PC Mahaber, supported by ERP units, responded to a report of a robbery in progress at Eastern Main Road branch. Remember they robbed KFC in Chaguanas here recently. The suspect, described as a male of mixed descent, dressed in a reflective vest, a long-sleeve jersey, dark pants and face mask, was spotted entering a red band maxi taxi along the priority bus route. Officers intercepted the vehicle, prompting the suspect to flee on foot. During the chase, he discarded an object resembling a firearm before being captured a short distance away. A search of his belongings turned up with a white plastic bag containing cash, a deposit bag marked Sports and Games Tanapuna, as well as Jansport backpack, clothing and other items. The suspect identified, and I have to tell you the suspect name, Rahim Filbert. Raheem Filbert of Lacano Road. We have a picture of Raheem? I think Sports and Games was robbed last week in Tanapuna because look, he have a deposit bag belonging to them. I wonder if he involved in that robbery. Where this man come across a deposit bag, boy. He has been identified as Raheem Filbert. You seen his photo? I need a photo of him. Not that photo, I need a proper photo of him. Raheem Filbert of Lacano Road, Lower Santa Cruz, was arrested and taken to Tanapuna Police Station. Investigations are continuing. Also, ladies and gentlemen, a stolen Honda vessel found completely scrapped in San Fernando. The remains of a stolen new model Honda vessel were recovered on Friday, August the 29th at Reform Road, Palmyra Village, San Fernando. The vehicle has been stolen from Princeton District on Wednesday. Police reported that the vehicle was being completely stripped with every part removed, leaving only the shell behind. Inquiries are ongoing as investigators work to trace the culprits. Yeah, it's terrible. Also, police raid at Chase Village bar leave patrons injured. Flash ban used. That's a kind of crazy thing, eh? Flash bang used. And not flash bang, it's flash ban. My grandmother, when we had living, she liked to go put up flash ban on the house, you know. A big thing, you know. She wanted to change the cover, and I used to cover any nail with flash ban. It's a silver kind of wrapping with a kind of black tar thing on the underneath, sticky thing. There were chaos in Chase Village on Sunday night during a police raid at a bar. Details remain unclear of the reason behind it. However, reports indicate that officers allegedly used flashbang and smoke grenades during the raid. Several patrons said to have sustained injury. Was anybody ever arrested in that? The person of interest, were they ever taken? I wonder. Or was the bar targeted? I mean, all that? Who are they looking for? Anybody was charged? Any drug was found at the bar? Anything? Anybody was arrested, taken to custody? Or was the bar targeted? You never know. Remember, let me tell you something and you would not believe me, that even as SOE and they don't need a warrant and whatnot, there are people, right now I know, there are certain persons who going after normal people and terrorizing them too. Don't get tired of that. Certain police officers say, well, I'm coming by your house, I'm looking for a gun, you can't do nothing, you can do, make a report. I ain't breaking no law, and terrorizing people who they had previous beef with, as they say, who they had previous problems with. Yeah, believe me. Also, ladies and gentlemen, arson is suspected in the fire at Pointe-à-Pierre Catholic School after petrochemical substance in trail was found. So they found some kind of funny chemical. Investigators are now exploring the idea that important documents were intentionally targeted as a trail of petrochemical substance was discovered after the blaze which destroyed the administration block of St. Peter's Primary School around 4:12 a.m. on Thursday, 28th of August. Fire officers of Pointe-à-Pierre Fire Station received a report of fire at the school. Teams from one repost station led by acting fire sub officer McClaw responded within 6 minutes and managed to contain the blaze. However, the administration block was completely gutted. Police discovered 3 classrooms broken into and a trail of tissue paper soaked with what they would describe as a strong petrochemical scent with a heightened suspicion of arson. So they believe it. Somebody set that thing on fire, set that place on fire. And also in other news, ladies and gentlemen, UNC stalwart Alan Karim has died. The United National Congress is mourning the passing of a longtime member and digital strategist Alan Karim. Karim was pioneered the party entry to social media in 2013, served as a lead administrator of the UNC Facebook page, helping expand its reach to more than 83,000 followers. In April 2024, the party honored him as a beacon of dedication and innovation, whose service left a mark of digital and grassroots platforms. his service left an indelible mark on his digital and grassroots platforms. Colleagues remembered him as a loyal friend. In fact, I knew him. He was a great guy. He was a great guy. So sad. Everybody's dying. I mean, recently we saw my good friend and everybody in Shan, Ishmael. And I want, not today, but I want to tell you, I want to share I want to share my voice and how I felt about this whole thing of the death of Inshan. I want to talk about that. Not today, but I want to talk about that sometime during the course of the week and tell you how it was very, very sad. Very, very sad. The last time I spoke to him. I mean, we all had we had our issues, but our exchange of words numerous times. But it was really, really sad. And I did attend the first funeral on Friday. So, ladies and gentlemen, also I had to tell you about international news, where hundreds kill as a 6.0 magnitude earthquake strikes Afghanistan, destroying villages. A 6.0 magnitude earthquake struck eastern Afghanistan, destroying several villages, killing at least 812 people and injuring scores more. According to local officials, the powerful earthquake struck just before midnight on Sunday near the border with Pakistan. The epicenter, about 70 miles east of Jalalabad, according to preliminary data from the U.S. Geological Survey. Almost all of the deaths were in Kunar province, where 800 people were killed. There's about 812 persons there. That's so sad. There are about 2,500 persons injured, people still missing. I just wanted to show you, in fact, that the results are coming in, but it's about 80%. We did a nice interview in the town there. And in fact, after the interview, I found out that one of the regions that the PPPC Civic acquired, they have never made inroads in that particular region. But I don't want to really comment on that region as yet because I'm still waiting for GCOM to come out with an official document with respect to the results, similar to Election and Boundaries Commission in Trinidad. I mean, party members can say, every party can say, well, we won, we did this, we get so much vote, but it all goes back to Election and Boundaries Commission. So similar to Guyana, we are waiting on GCOM. A lot of people have been going on their sites and whatnot. I think they're about 95%. Well, they're close to, bringing some kind of closure with respect to the results and the SOPs and so. That is the statement of the poll. Sorry, my guy just repeat the statement of poll is similar to a ballot paper. But I did an interview and a stand-up outside. In fact, we're here and let's look at it. Thank you. Hi, good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. This is I.A.N. Well, I'm in Guyana. A lot of people might be surprised. This is the September the 2nd. Yesterday was election of approximately 757,000 persons. Plus, they went out, they were supposed to, they went out to vote. The population is about 821. And plus, but nevertheless, ladies and gentlemen, what I'm here to tell you is that it's quiet and regular here. It's normal. As you can see, we are on this is Cummins Road, and this area here is I believe Regent Road also. Regent Road here. If my camera guy could just pan. So a lot of people have the opinion that business are shut down and persons close up and they are fearful of coming out and whatnot. But nevertheless, it's normal, it's regular. Everybody's waiting for GCOM. Everybody's waiting for the results from GCOM. It's similar to that of in Trinidad Election Boundaries Commission, where they come out with that official figure. So a lot of people just speculate, like the business community, certain persons who decline to go on camera. And one of the concerns that a lot of people were telling us is that what about knowing that Azuddin, who has made some serious inroads with respect to that coalition party, APNU, that was formed with other parties in 2010 to fight the 2011 election, something like that. We're wrong there. And what's going to happen? But you must remember that he so far what we are hearing is that he made some serious inroads. And just like in Trinidad and Tobago, sometimes the ground might sometimes the ground will know so much. The regular people, they would know. So you have to kind of, incline your ear to them and hear what they are saying. But it seems as he has made a serious inroad, a serious dent into the opposition. The opposition, he's made a serious inroads. So we don't know if it's a possibility that he might be opposition leader, but someone was asking me, but Mr. Allen, but seeing that he was sanctioned, I believe it was in June 11, 2023. I think no, not 2020, 2024, I believe. Somewhere around there, 2024, June 11, somewhere around there. And he and other relatives and other former government official, I believe. And but nevertheless, from what I got and from what I know as the president, he has full immunity, and no opposition leader, no parliamentarian, no parliamentary secretary, no person who hold government office has any immunity. So whoever is sanctioned and whoever has been sanctioned by the US and by OFAC, they have to face that music. So don't feel that the election here could influence the decision of the US. That has nothing, the US has nothing to do with that, They have absolutely nothing to do with that. What we are hearing also is that the incumbent, they have made some serious inroads, and we are hearing that out of the 65 seats, they have made some 65 seats, they have made some serious inroads also. And so we're just gonna wait. We are just going to wait and see. Those eligible to vote was approximately 57,000, based on the population is about 821, I believe, 821 plus. But nevertheless, ladies and gentlemen, just as the president said, His Excellency Irfan Ali said that, and even you heard it from the Vice President, Jack Dale, that they were prepared for any unrest, and they assured the citizens and the business community and the purchasers that everything would have been okay, and I guess they promised and they deliver. Everything is business as usual. It's business as usual in Georgetown right now. Everything is quiet, and we're just waiting on GCOM. And again, all we can do is just wait on the results. That's it. But we're just hearing now what we heard from a particular source, that so far they have been able to tabulate about the statement of polls. That's like the ballot paper, what we call the ballot paper, almost 80%. So between, let's say, tonight and tomorrow morning, we should have, there should be an official statement from GCOM. So a lot of people, they are relying on the websites. So political parties don't want to make no statement as yet. They don't want to come out on their different websites, their party websites and whatnot, and say, well, we did this, so this is how far. Nobody wants to jump the gun. Nobody is jumping the gun right now. Everybody is just waiting in a quiet area, just waiting and watching for the results from being tabulated and the SOPs coming in to GCOM to hear the final result. But so far, what we know so far is that the Azruddin, he has made some serious dents. We all had the opportunity looking at some of the SOPs, and you realize that he made some serious dents into the opposition areas, into the stronghold of the opposition. Nevertheless, he wasn't really able to make inroads into the PPPC. He didn't really make, in fact, he didn't make no inroads there. But nevertheless, what we found out so far is that the PPPC Civic has made some serious inroads also. So they might be leading with a majority. They will be governing with a majority. So we just have to wait. But I just decided to come out because I'm now it's just minutes to 1. I'm now about to go to one of the popular restaurants in Georgetown for lunch, and a couple business people decided, I know a lot of business people from the area here, so we're just going to have a fast bite and back to hotel. So I should be in Trinidad in a couple hours, but I just wanted to give you an update. So all the rumors that have been circulating, nevertheless, that is so untrue. It's business as usual in Guyana, and PPPC, Civic, they are still there. Azuddin has made serious inroads into the opposition areas, and that's what I just had to tell you. So we're going to keep you posted, and wherever I am, I'm going to keep you posted. I have my ear on the ground here. Thank you again. Well, ladies and gentlemen, have a wonderful night. I'm here. I'll be back in Trinidad in a couple of hours. I should be. Have some things to finish out here. And remember, anywhere in the world I can give you the news. Want to say hi to my staff, camera crew and whatnot that are here. Thank you again. And we are covering the Guyana news, elections, and we just did a live. I'm sure you've seen it on my fan page. And you can go to my fan page for all the updates and whatnot. Have a wonderful night. Good night.
Yo, there's a jungle out. There's a